Okay, I remember during season 3 filming, there was a picture of Connie, Tony, and a little boy. And I remember it was like a behind the scenes clip or photo that got posted, and people immediately thought, oh my gosh, does this mean that Tony has a kid by Connie? And I remember doing a video on it because everybody kept sending it to me. And I think, the cast were kind of joking about it. I was like, man, because, basically people take one thing and run with it. So I didn't think too much of it. I just thought it was like, oh, they're probably just trolling. But then when you look at how close these two were in season 3, it almost makes you go, man, maybe there is something going on. Maybe these two did hook up at some point in the past. I don't think it was one of those things where Tony betrayed his boy Zach because he knew him and Connie had something going on. But it was probably just one of those periods of times where Zach was, probably with someone else. And hey, all's fair, I suppose. But what happened to bros before hoes? But essentially, maybe one of them is Tony's kids, but the way he told the kids, like, hey kids, come over here and give your Uncle Tony a hug. I don't feel like any of these kids are Tony's kids. But I also wanted to talk about the fact that people are just saying, man, instead of giving them to Zach and Fatima, why doesn't Tony take them kids? I'm like, Tony doesn't need to be burdened down with taking care of 3 kids that aren't his. I'm like, yeah, I don't want to see Zach and Fatima dealing with this responsibility if Connie dies because they have enough on their plate, but that doesn't mean you got to shove them all on Tony. I think if nothing else, he's probably going to be the one running behind the scenes trying to figure out some way of figuring something out, whether it be Connie getting a second opinion somehow or figuring out the right place for these kids. But I think the best thing that could be done is, Connie talking to the family she doesn't engage with because none of her friends are really, getting by aside from Zach, and he's going through his own stuff. I mean, like they say, more money, more problems, but Nate he can't even find a place to sleep at night. But that's his own fault because he's married and he has 2 kids of his own. Tony is the bachelor, but that doesn't mean he can deal with 3 kids at once like that. So yeah, Connie's best bet is to talk to that estranged family because she's asking a lot of these people in her life, and to be able to take care. And look, I don't know what year the show is set in right now, but when you look at 2025 and the price of eggs and other things, just can't nobody afford to take on 3 kids right now. Just no, it's not plausible. So yeah, I don't think it's right to just shove this responsibility on Tony. I could see him trying to make it happen because it's like he knows that, Connie needs this, but I don't think any of the kids are his, and I don't think he should be burdened with that responsibility. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.